If you're hearing this, you're already late. Let's go. New run, no map, no plan to survive. Spawning, laughing cause we're barely alive. Steel in hand, bad ideas cute. Someone said this'll work, that's how we knew. No perfect starts, no flawless plays. Just pushing forward through the mess we made. If it breaks good, we're already in. DDG doesn't wait to win. Hands on keys, eyes locked tight. Say it with me, this is our night. Load it, hold fast, raise it up. If it's the fan, we double down. No clean runs, no backing out. We build it loud, we burn it out. Load it, hold fast, you're in the crew. Every wild plan breaking through. If you're here when it all goes wrong, you belong. You belong. Friends jump in, somebody pulls aggro. Base on 5, but morale stays high though. Boss too big, gears not right. Someone yells, stand it, now we fight. Laugh it off, respawn quick. Clip it cause you know that moment sticks. If you've ever stayed for the wipe, you're our kind. Donkeys, eyes locked tight. Say it with me, this is our night. Load it, hold fast, raise it up. If it hits the fan, we double down. No clean runs, no backing out. We build it loud, we burn it out. Load it, hold fast, you're in the crew. Every wild plan breaking through. If you're here when it all goes wrong, you belong. You belong. Good decisions later, bad decisions now. Drunken dragon gaming.
All right. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. Tonight we're back into our Alchemy Factory playthrough. We've got so much to do. We started last week, week before. We basically got to tear down everything and make this entire floor all the shop floor. So this will be where our sales is, and move all of our factories upstairs. And this will be a convenient time for us to kind of redo how we've got our factory layout going and everything. So we'll actually be able to rethink how the stuff that we've got going. We'll actually be able to use some better things for our builds and whatnot. So there's going to be a lot going on. This is going to take multiple sessions to actually completely go through everything. For instance, this thing right here, where is it? Yeah, that. I want to remove that. That way it's not feeding any more money up here. I don't want it buying anything. And we'll be able to clear stuff off as we go. So I do have KrazyKat joining me tonight. He just logged in. I'm not sure where on the map he is right now. But yeah, we've got a lot to do and to explore. We got a warehouse that we're putting together over there. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of just tear everything down. We do have things that are going to stay, things that are not going to be removed. One of those being the fertilizer factory. This is staying. And it's going to, we're going to rework it to where it is going to feed all of our factories that require seeds or plants or anything like that. So that's what we're going to be looking at. All right, let me get out of that mode and let me go unmute myself over on Discord. There we go. What's going on, KrazyKat?
How you doing, boss?
All right. Okay, so yeah, I was just explaining to chat the stuff that is coming down and what's not coming down, and basically, you know, the fact that we're going to keep the factory that's making the good fertilizer. But after the teardown, you know, as I was walking around through the factory showing off a few things, you know, there are a few factories that we got downstairs that were built early in the game before we had some things unlocked and whatnot that could definitely use a rebuild. And now that we're actually going to be tearing everything down, because I didn't want to tear it down because I knew how much work it was going to be to do a complete rebuild on it. But now we're in a position where it's like, well, yeah, we can just make that happen. So first things first, though, I am coming downstairs. So I noticed something that we didn't do, and I don't know why I said not to do it, but it doesn't make any sense. I am going to remove a piece of the money line. Just hopefully we don't need much money. I've got 71 silver on me, that's it. I'm sure we'll find more, but this will stop. Yeah, by removing the money, it's going to stop pretty much all the factories from running. Because they're not going to have any resources going to them.
Yep. And do we have any salt being made anywhere?
Yeah.
'Cause my salt factory is dead over here.
Oh, yeah, we had salt being made over at your factory.
Yeah, it's not being made anymore. I have no money over here.
Right, because we shut down the money.
I was trying to do a random request. All I need is 160 salt.
Oh.
And the salt bin's empty upstairs.
The shaper's got 5 salt in it. No, we can.
Work.
We
I need
can.
like 160.
We can make a solution on that. Hold on.
I get 160 salt and I get you 50 silver. Actually, you know what? There might be some over in the storage. We'll double check that. Penny, you gotta be quiet, buddy. I got a rock salt over here I can turn into salt.
Yep, that's just what I was just bringing over here. I just want to make sure I'm putting it in the right spot.
Grinder's closest to the main building.
That's money. That's shooting up there. Alright, that's coming from there. Okay. There you go. That should get you some salt. So I went and bought 3.
I don't know why I can't grab things off these belts.
That's something that I said they're going to do in the future.
Oh, because I got disconnected.
Says you left the game.
Give me a second. I will
Yep.
try again.
No worries.
I need to get a Wi-Fi repeater in this house, this trailer.
You need to get a wife in your house? What?
A Wi-Fi repeater. Something. Alright, I'm back.
Well, I got 45 salt in my pocket now.
Well, I got 4. We need 160. Where are you letting the salt go by? You're not going to collect it from here?
Well, that's also going to let us get our thing going. Alright, box on floor has the salt that I had in my pocket.
Good.
And one of the things I was planning to chat was that we are going to be able to definitely do some interesting fixes to our factory as we remove things. But this factory, we're not removing anything out of. We're leaving this one as is.
I almost wish.
Well, that way we keep getting the
wish I built
Saturns.
this. Yeah. So.
But you wish you built this somewhere else?
No, 2 stories per floor.
Ah.
That'd be
Yeah.
the only thing I wish I'd done differently here.
But you've got it all functional, so. Yes, this is a everything must go. There's so much stuff. I'm trying to make sure we've got things shut off. You know what? Oh, no. Alright, that put 33 more silver coins in my pocket. make sure this thing's not getting any money. No, it's still giving money though. No, but it's okay. So the money's going in here. Oh, how much did you need? Oh no, wait, that's salt that you needed. Yeah, I got 456 silver. I found some money in a box.
Good. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the mission I'm doing is going to give you 50 silver, some gold, copper.
Okay. Well, I'd say keep that silver in your pocket so that if you need to purchase anything when we're starting to rebuild, that you've got it available to you.
Okay.
There are aspects of this I don't want to tear down, but I don't think I have a choice.
We're going to have to tear it all down. I got to take this phone. Give me 1 second.
That's still running though, so that's good. Okay, that's empty, that's empty. That's fine. Okay. Room for stuff in my pocket. Why is this hung up? Why is this? Oh, because all that's there. This is looking for soap powder. It's not getting soap powder because we're not getting soap because we shut down that portion. Okay. What about down here? Yep, all that's empty. Okay. That's necessary because that's feeding over here. Now my plan is we're gonna have to take this. Is it pulling anything from over here? It is. That's getting sulfur.
Alright, I'm back.
The sulfur we're getting from there. This is clogged. Okay. That's not going to help it for long, but that'll help a little bit. That will help it chew through everything and start to get a backlog there. Because we're going to move this factory. Because I think this little factory here might actually be producing more than enough black powder to be our system for fuel to all of our factories that need heat. All because the blast powder has such a long burn rate.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to plan ahead, going, all right, core systems, so we've already got the fertilizer. That's a core system that we're absolutely going to have. And then we need a core system that's providing fuel for all of our factories. Now,
Yep.
the challenge is going to be the iron. Because I hate the thought of throwing iron away.
Why throw it away? Run the iron through the steel, make the steel.
Well, we might not have the right space for it, or we'll have to do some weird logistics. That's what I'm saying, is figuring out the logistics and all that stuff for it. Where's the blast powder being made? Where's the steel going to be being made? And we need to ramp up the production on steel, obviously.
Yes.
But I think we can do that using the pyrite. Because the pyrite actually produces more iron than the iron ore ingot does. Or the iron ore does. Because the iron ore produces 100. Pyrite does 120 plus sulfur.
Yep.
So yes, in the process of doing our factory, we got to think about overages and that kind of stuff, because I think we're going to wind up with an overage on sulfur.
I'm sure there's stuff we can make with sulfur.
True, but it won't do us any good at the beginning. If we put it all together and it chokes itself while we're needing stuff, that doesn't help us.
Right.
And then when we do need it, we'll take a look at it and realize it's not giving us enough. Because that's the way this works. So, all right. That gives us our ideas. I'm also trying to let some of these systems finish burning through their trying to let them finish burning through their money.
Yeah.
So I've got plenty of spots where I'm just basically shutting things down to let it try to burn through stuff.
Yep.
Because we got so much stuff that's going to have to go get thrown in boxes.
Yep.
But I guess that's really our next step, is really start tearing down everything except for the steel factory that we've got going right now.
Yep.
Oh.
Looking like it's running.
I received a gift from Super. I haven't heard from him in ages.
We don't have crushed coal over here.
Oh, well, we should just be sending some blast powder over there.
No, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have the money for the coal that makes the coke. I got you.
Yep.
But, see, this can be mitigated already. If you try to redo your heating lines a little bit, because now you just need that coal just going up there getting crushed.
Yeah. I can fix that problem.
So I can I'm going to remove this
wood
portion. Give me a second. I was working on cleaning this up in a way that might be able to work. Okay. It won't be able to just, it won't have an edge to hang off of, so that's not going to work.
Years.
We can do it this way. Okay. And build.
I need a rope.
I need blocks. And then build. Too many different games.
Oh, I know.
I keep trying to hit buttons. And it's like, that button is not for this game. Switch. Okay.
Put in the storage.
What's that?
I need wood.
Okay, give me a second. I was working on getting stuff arranged over here.
Well, I've got plenty of wood. There's stuff in the storage.
That goes there.
I just need a catcher over there for the gunpowder.
Yep. I'm working on that. I'm just trying to find a good spot where you can aim at. It's gonna have to go here. There we go.
Yep. Coming your way.
And then
Alright, I'll see if there's any coal in the storage before we buy any.
because now all this coal, it's just gonna go into the coke machine.
Yep. Logs. I have coal ores over here. Give me a second.
I mean, it's not much in the way of. You're missing something over here.
What are we missing?
Oh, okay. This is supposed to get coal as well. We've got a hopper right here that's supposed to be getting coal.
Yes. I've got it.
Okay.
Done.
And there you go. Alright, we got steel going.
Yep.
Our box of steel is full. And we're starting to get a decent amount of steel gears, so. Alright, yeah, we can just let this thing try to back itself up a bit. So that just means that the thing that's making the blast powder right now, we can't tear down.
No. Or move it over here. But I say we start at the top, work our way down.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I've been busy trying to redo stuff down here. So I'm clearing stuff out. So if you want to start clearing out the top, I'll work on organizing, tearing down the bottom. Because now our little register can hold up to 50,000 copper coins. I'm going to do this for the time being.
There's still money coming up here from somewhere.
Alright, that will help us tremendously there. Okay. Should not have any money coming from downstairs. So I've shut down
just the residual up here.
Yeah.
There's not enough pulleys being taken out of here.
Yeah, so I've been removing some belt lines from the residual.
All the stuff that needs fertilizer is done downstairs, right? I can kill it from up here?
Let me double check.
On the second floor, because I've got mushrooms and stuff going down there. Actually, it's coming up. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll say my mushrooms are going to you.
I can kill them.
Yeah, we're going to leave this thing to finish running, though, because it's just got so much. Y'all need to be buying more of these potions. I've got so many vitality potions. I need y'all to start buying it so that I can clear the factory out. Because, jeez, this would be too much stuff to have to clear out. I'm double checking though. Ah, okay. Let's get rid of this. Confirm. Alright, that gets rid of that. So that's not receiving any money now. Still a couple residual coins hanging out. Nope, they're not. Okay, those are all cleared out. This is still running, which means it's still producing money. So we're just going to let that run as we let it just peter itself out. See, all we've got left is just what sage is left in here, and then this thing's pretty much toast. Alright, now, another thing to look at, to remind ourselves, because this will be the other important part. We got to remember what our speeds are on our conveyor belts and lifters and our cannons. So we're going to try to use nothing but cannons if we can. Because the cannons run at the same rate as the belts. Whereas the catapults run at half the rate of the belts. Now, and if we do have to do multiple catapults, that's easy enough. Put two catapults side by side and then have them throw to the same spot. And then where are we at on upgrades? This doesn't tell me. Yeah, we maxed out our points on the conveyors. We can still make the conveyors go faster if we want to. But I think we're going to focus on other things with our points. And I'm thinking See, we can start really working on this factory efficiency. But if we're going to do the factory efficiency, for every point we put in factory efficiency, we really need to spend a minimum of 2 points in fuel efficiency. Because otherwise, it's going to outpace us on the fuel. So, yeah. Okay. But by doing that, it'll speed up all of our machines. That'll be much nicer. So, okay. So we're going to start from upstairs. Pretty much remove everything from up here. See, the problem is we've got big boxes that are already completely full. So, what I'm thinking is leave the boxes that have got the finished product that we're selling for now. Remove everything from behind them. But leave the box with the sales, and that way it can, you know, that they can keep buying stuff.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I could go and just, you know, flip the sign over and close the shop. But what's the point of that when we're a bit overstocked on a lot of stuff and we're trying to remove everything? What is this? I'm not sure what this was. I don't recognize this. Is this something you were building over here?
What, the doorway?
There's a, yeah, well,
The doorway.
Upstairs with the opening that's facing towards the warehouse. There's like a little factory here.
Yeah, it's my... Oh, this is me trying to rebuild downstairs, that production line downstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't
This
worry
was me
about...
trying to redo the... That was a month ago.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was a month ago.
Yeah, I think we're gonna, instead of going with the production lines and stuff, we'll actually go with some core concepts first, and then look at how the rebuild works on everything else. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I'm getting ideas. See, all right. So chat, so that y'all know what I'm thinking. Let's see. Up here doesn't give a good example. What I'm thinking is that because we've got to make all this liquid and these pipelines, they don't have a limit. We're gonna set up. We're gonna set up, quote unquote, a greenhouse upstairs, which will be making all the plants. And then we'll belt them out as needed. You know, I'm saying we'll be able to take what we got down here, and we'll be able to even, you know, just kind of remove them all, and we'll see what seeds we have. You know, how many flax seeds, how many sage seeds, how many of the berry seeds do we have? And we'll use that to help us with designing the nursery. And then from there, we'll take the nursery and run it into smaller factories. So we're going to try to, you know, run a lot of conveyor lines and keep them all nice and neat. And then finally, the bottom floor. Does the shop floor really need to be 2 walls high?
It all depends on how you're launching things around.
Well, because we were going to keep that, no, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to make it 2 walls high because since we're going to keep that outer wall line around the edge of it as our logistics area. Hey, Helga. Since we're going to make this logistics, then we're going to want the height high enough for cannon fire. It really doesn't matter whether we're doing cannons or if we're doing belts, because the belts are 240 a minute, so are the cannons. So the cannons and the belts are running at the exact same speed now. The only difference that we wind up with is, I don't know a good term for it. I'm going to refer to it as belt storage. You know, how much of the stuff do we have sitting on belts? And I mean, having the stuff just sitting on belts is not a bad thing. How have you been doing, Helga? It's been a little while. We haven't had a chance to chat in a little while. So, alright, I'm grabbing a smoke while we finish the last bit of this ponder and start tearing down. I mean, KrazyKat's already tearing down upstairs. I've been more mentally focused on going, alright, what's the layout going to be?
Yep. Well, honestly, I think we should tear all the way back down to the first floor.
Oh yeah, I planned on that.
Figure out the layout of the first floor, so that we know where we can put walls and support pieces.
Oh yeah.
For the rest of the floors.
Yeah, no, I already planned on that. That was already absolutely in the plan. You know, everything's got to go because we got to tear down the walls so we can increase the height, and so that we can expand the shop floor. Hey, the whole reason we're doing this is because we need to expand the shop floor.
Well, I guess my question to you is, what's going to be the next expansion down the road? And what do we need to plan for down the road?
Down the road, we'll start buying other properties and bringing in stuff from other directions. And, you know, my mindset is building this with expansion in mind. I just wish they'd give us floor holes for our lifts. Oh.
If you need any raw resources, come over and check the warehouse.
That's an interesting idea.
Where you buy it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know we're going to have plenty over there. I want to empty that place before we purchase anything. Okay. Because then it'll be a matter of going and looking at here, and we're going to look at our goods. And we're going to have ourselves a factory building all these different types of goods so that everything's being made, everything's being put down in the shop. But we're also making enough to be able to use for other buildings and other stuff. Now, there is some goods that we still have never made, like sapphires and emeralds and rubies and malachite and diamonds. None of those are things that we've made yet, so we're not going to worry about those. We will worry about getting the relics going. That'll be a big thing. So that'll be a piece. Wow, the Mars. That's weird. Because that's not how many it needs per minute. That's... how much of each item it needs to make a Mars. You know, when I look at the Mars, it is surprisingly inexpensive compared to the previous relics. I mean, does it use more complicated parts? Yes, but it looks much more doable. Yeah, we'll be working on getting all of our goods going so that we can have stuff happening. Just like we'll have the different liquids. They're going to go into one of these. Yeah. Once we get the liquids going at a good rate, we'll have them going into these these liquid flasks. So we know what line's got what. It's going to take forever for the vitality potion line to run out. Even though
we're going to run out, brother.
Even though I've shut down everything going to it. But we have so many vitality potions.
Don't go look in the storage. There's more over there.
Oh, I believe it. And we've got a full box upstairs, plus a full belt, plus a full shopping area. Didn't I make those? Yep, I did. Okay. Well, then we'll take advantage of that.
I also have a bunch of seeds over here too, so when you start getting back up to
Yep.
making a planter boxes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we'll be counting out how many seeds. You know, I want to make sure we got all the nurseries gone and all the seeds in one spot, so that we have a total count on how many seeds we've got, and then we'll build one massive nursery. And I think we're gonna use one floor of the upstairs just to be basically a greenhouse and nursery. That's where all the plants are.
Okay.
And then we'll ship them around the building. We just need to keep belt lines in mind, because 240 is the max. And these things, when they're getting the where's one that I can look at? Here we go. These are producing 240 a minute per nursery. These are producing 75 a minute per nursery. So we'll also want to keep in mind how much each one's producing per minute. But for instance, the sage we will never run. Its belts will never converge because each one produces 240 a minute. So yeah, we got lots of logistics to figure out.
If you need linen thread, there's a shit ton of it over here.
I believe it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've only moved half of it down here.
Mm-hmm.
6 full boxes.
And again,
I think the large boxes are a no-go for the next time we build these.
yeah, well, we were running with a different concept previously. Huh. All these boxes look empty.
Those are over here.
I'm upstairs. How did I get it? Oh, there's a mushroom. Okay. Oh, I see. All right. Yeah, you got your. I'll let you handle your organization method.
I'm just kind of stuffing this stuff where I can figure it out. This is for you. These 5 buckets are for you. If you need more, build more.
Yep. I'm throwing stuff in there right now.
I figured.
Just from the random stuff I've gotten from tearing down the belts.
Yep.
And some stuff. Oh.
If you want to throw it away, throw it away.
Some stuff's probably worth throwing away, but I'm not throwing anything away because as soon as I throw it away, I'm going to wind up needing it.
That's the
All
point.
right. All right, cool. Hey, Empress. Oh, I get it. I've been having a fairly busy week myself. And we've got some higher ups that are now coming into our work area. Ooh. That's worth some money. I wonder. Can we? Probably not. Oh, we're so close. I think I might put a little money in for some extra salt. Because that's what this is missing.
There's some salt. I found some in storage. One of those bins got 100 pieces of salt in it. I don't know if that's enough what you're looking for, but there's a
How
little
did
bit of salt in
we...
storage.
Wait a second.
Did we what?
Oh, I'm redoing math. That was 150 a minute. Oh. That's how we could have fixed that. Actually, I think we did. Huh. Sorry, brain went into... You know, I saw numbers and my brain went playing with numbers. I was looking at the Saturn's input and realized that with our belt speeds and everything, as long as the belts are laid out properly, we can easily achieve the desired amount. Alright, that's... I gotta find starting point. What's that going to? Same thing? It looks like it. Okay. Well, then we'll temporarily remove that. And then we will temporarily put down a box. Because, you know, everything's temporary. It's a factory. Everything's temporary. And we're going to put down that's too big. Put that in the little box right here. And then...
Third floor is gone.
Okay.
Actually, most of the second floor is gone too. At least the wall was.
Well, it almost got money everywhere. We'll put another 158 in the box.
Where are you at?
I'm over here at the Saturn factory. I'm making salt. So the Saturn will actually get us, you know, the points.
Don't look to your right.
Oh, that's an ugly dude.
Keep looking to your right. Look out the window.
Oh, nice. Ooh, it's a convertible.
How much salt do you
Why
need?
is that? Oh, because that's trying to go somewhere else. Where's that trying to go? You removed it before.
In one of the other buildings,
So you removed it before checking to see where it was going.
It's going to nowhere. It was going to third floor.
Okay. Well, that gets the shaper running. So that lets that run for a little bit and gets us the XP. Because I am still looking to get our skill points up, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Salt.
Where's the door that goes out? Not that door. This door. Here we go. It's so bright. Man, this factory looks amazing. I love what you did with the lighting in here.
Yeah, I bet.
I can see everything. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This entire monstrosity, because all this stuff is all somewhat intertwined, all within itself. Yeah, let's just tear just tear it all down. Well, except for this side. Oh no, we're good there.
You gotta clarify what.
I'm double checking a few
Back
things
to that
here.
dragon wind thing. Back to that dragon wind thing. Over here, let's do it over here. Doesn't work in this game.
Why, you know. I'm right over here. I don't know how you can't see me.
That is the only disadvantage I dislike about Dragon Winds. Is there is no map when you're in the dungeons.
All right, so I think we are. Okay, so this factory here, the bandage factory, leave it going for now. I want to.
We're not getting any more shrooms because I cut the shroom line off from over here.
Yeah, no.
You need shrooms for something.
No, don't need shrooms. Trying to get my layout here. Okay, so from this point back, if we remove, like from here, if you watch what I'm removing, see where I'm at?
I'm looking at you. I'm waiting for something to disappear.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
From there back, we can remove all that. And then if we can get a little fertilizer coming up here, so it'll still feed the flax here, that'll keep the bandages running just for now. And that'll keep a little bit of coinage coming in temporarily for us. So if we just use, where was it? I lost my spot now. If we can, yeah, if we can do this. It doesn't have to be this way. I'm just, I don't have large gears on me. Where's that small gears?
What do you need?
Where do we have some small gears at? I'm trying to put a large box. It's really hard to point out where I'm trying to go. Yep, but turn it around.
Now just pick it up and put it where you want it.
Turn around. Oh, yeah.
Pick it up, put it where you want it. You just pick it up and you get the materials.
Yep.
That's why I was asking what you were trying to build. I'll just build it for you.
So if we put this here, and then put a stop with the bulk clone mode. I keep trying to hit B to build. So see where I just put that hopper? Have the advanced fertilizer
there?
Yeah, advanced fertilizer go in there. But everything else behind this can all go away. That'll keep the healing potions for this particular build going for now.
Too far away.
Oh, is there a way for me to see? Oh, there isn't. That sucks.
Game's ruined. Something sucks.
Yeah. Well, because when we're tearing down, if we don't keep in our mental mind the bulk order requests that we have, or we're doing the dispatch portal, there's not anywhere that we can see the list of the orders that we've taken on, the contracts that we've accepted. So when tearing down, we've got to be able to remember Well, I guess I can click here. Yeah, okay, so I can see the purchase contract. You just gotta find it looking at the dispatch portal itself. And right now we only have 2, but still. Because personally, the ones that are going to have the dispatch portal, that money that we're going to get from it is going to feed back into the factory line. That's going to feed back into the money line. Because if we set this up right, the money line should back up across the entire factory, in theory. Now, okay, let's bring up one other thing. So I'm thinking about our supply portals and how we're moving product. In order to mitigate overages, especially on the expensive items like the pyrite, we need to be able to set it up in such a way that it doesn't back up too far on a conveyor. That's neither here nor there yet. Like I said, my brain's trying to. I'm blueprinting the new factory in my head. Is what I'm doing.
Yep.
And since I know that we're going to be doing 2 walls high, then I know that there's going to be plenty of room for cannon fire.
Yep.
No more of the ceiling getting in the way.
Yep.
I think. Oh, we got a point. I think the first factory floor to work on, it's not necessarily going to be the top floor. So I'm going to build this on the same floor as where you got the fertilizer coming in at. That floor is going to be the nursery. So that way your fertilizer factory doesn't have far to go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so that's the floor that I'm standing on.
Well, it depends on where you want to be. Because, I mean, technically I could go up a floor.
Oh, no, you are up a floor, so...
Go down.
No, you're perfect.
So, like I said, it's really wherever you want it to be. Because, honestly, that's something I'm going to have to eventually do is turn that into multiple floors.
No, you've got that perfect. That is... Now that I came out here and looked, it is absolutely perfect.
Yep.
Because taking the shop floor, making it 2 stories high, well, then that puts the nursery just above the shop floor. And the nursery will start feeding everything upstairs.
Well, in your blueprints, make sure you leave at least one corner, if not all 4 corners, open. So that you can go down to the bottom floor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess you didn't remember. If you look
never
right...
told me, and I wasn't listening to the stream. No.
Oh, Yeah, well, I think I've told you this a couple times, but take a look down here at the first floor.
I know you're gonna make this all but one floor, and you're gonna leave the outer rim
Right.
for moving product. I know that much.
Exactly. So that gives
okay.
that,
Well, I'm just saying, make sure you leave the corners where you're standing. Leave these corners open all the way up,
that's fine.
and use those for the conveyors of moving stuff to the bottom floor.
Sure. Or the other floors.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Designate one corner or two corners for moving stuff up and down.
Well, see, I wasn't going to be designating corners. This open area here that I was talking about, it's not going to be open just here on this floor. It's going to be open all the way up.
Okay. Okay, I see that.
Yeah, that's... You played Satisfactory, right?
Briefly, for a small moment, yes.
Okay. Basically, I'm making a vertical version of a logistics floor.
Okay.
So that's the area where we can let our belts get a little crazy and whatnot, because they won't be visible.
Right.
But in the visible area, we want to make sure the belts are always nice and clean, have them all running side by side, and that'll make the factory look really nice. It's a logistics thing plus a appearance thing. You know, how does it look? There's another line still full of money. Where's this sending money to? You have money. Oh, but you're not seeing it anywhere. Your target has been denied. So we will remove you and you. And we're going to remove you and these. This still has a whole lot of money on the line. Okay. Confirm. That's all removed now. Alright. Have any money left over here? No. Okay. All right, all that money is dealt with. Yeah, that exterior wall of the building is supposed to be hollow, especially for like receiving goods from other buildings. You know, as we expand the property. Now, there was something I was looking at. The random quest. Oh, it wants a Saturn, but it would give us 240 silver. I mean, is that...
Making Saturns?
Oh, yeah. That's what's getting us our XP right now. Because we're not getting XP from anything else. Everything else has been shut down. But it's feeding directly into the research bench. It's 34%. Oh yeah, it's already gone through another Saturn. Okay. Oh yeah, points. Let's... We're going to do the factory efficiency this time, but then the next couple of points have got to go into fuel efficiency. So what I just did was I increased the speed of our machines by 25%. And I can already
May have
see it.
been disconnected again.
I can already see it here with the salt. The salt is moving much faster.
What is this?
Now, granted, I'm not going to be willing to spend any more money on the salt, but that's going up there. That's got all that happy. That's got all that happy. Alright, that'll keep making us some money for now. Until we're ready to tear it down. Now this side over here, okay, yeah, all that can be torn down. And then, after we tear that down, then it's just the vitality potion. Now, what was that? Oh,
You didn't get disconnected again?
Yep.
I don't know why it does that to me.
Not a whole lot of people here tonight. I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, I enjoy this game.
Well, we can always play on a weekend.
Yeah, well, we may have
Sit
to
with one of the other weekend games.
shift it to a different day. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know there's one guy
like-
who does this
it's like-
stream,
it's like
live
the,
stream all day long.
It's like the TV shows, you know, that they got moved to another time slot because they weren't doing well in their current time slot, and really that was just killing the TV show.
Yep.
Oh, good. This belt's just about emptied itself of the mushroom logs. Cool. That's the main thing I wanted to get rid of. Now, one thing that's going to be fun with this is that when we start doing the redesign on this, because we've got new things that we can build, we have better ways to make these factories now. More efficient ways to make them. So, that's how I want to leave this little factory guy down here making the bronze bolts and copper bearings and the steel gears and everything. Want to leave that doing its thing. Ah, okay. Well, at least that's full. Okay, we have stopped making blast powder. Just be aware. So-
Why? Just ran out of something?
Oh, yeah. Well, because I shut down the money.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not getting wood. But we still have plenty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 blast powders or black powder still. So the box is completely full. So we're good. Crofter. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We are currently in the midst of trying to carefully tear down this factory. It's one of those things where we couldn't just go willy-nilly tearing it down. We had to be selective on the teardown. Okay. Alright, there's a factory in the middle of this upstairs floor that can go. KrazyKat.
Yep.
Because I can see nothing.
I was emptying inventories.
Yep. No, I was just looking at what's connected where. This is not connected to the bandages, so this can completely go. I mean, yes, it's set up to do the knowledge altar thing, but the thing is, it's just making Jupiters, and Jupiters aren't worth. They're only worth 16 XP, so it's pointless to make them for the XP. It's great to make them for the money, but pointless for the XP.
Yep.
Now, how's our shop floor looking? Things should be starting. Or not. Okay, well, the mortars and the soap are low on stock. But everything else is... Oh no, soap's not low on stock. Never mind.
Well, a lot of the stuff that had stuff going to the shop, I took it, put it in a big box on the second floor, attached the same catapult it was originally launching it to the shop.
Okay. Hey, that makes sense.
Feeding the shop, so she still would make a little bit of money.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
We've got plenty of limestone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, can't do either one of those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have roughly 6 full boxes of limestone.
Good.
Just FYI.
Yeah, that,
Oh, I can't build out here.
honestly, if it's just limestone, if it's basically stone that's already been crushed into limestone.
Nothing. If you want... Nope, it's the limestone actually you purchased from the purchase portal.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. No, I'm talking about the crushed stuff. If it's the stuff that we can put into the crusher, then yeah, we're absolutely keeping that. But if it's the materials that come after it, there's zero reason to stockpile that, and we should just trash it.
Well, you can come over here and trash what you want to trash.
Okay.
Once you get to a point where you can do that. Because I'm not trash it unless it's something that I know we can produce 1 million of it a second.
Yeah.
I'm not trashing.
Just trying to figure out your storage stuff here. So I don't know what you're putting where.
Most of the random stuff is at this end. There's no real rhythm rhymed over here, but most of the stuff is at this end.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's logs
over
and
here,
stone. Log, stone, limestone,
this
yeah.
corner behind you where I'm standing.
Yep.
Behind you.
Hold on, I'm trying to...
Is the purchase portals.
Yeah, so for instance, the advanced fertilizer. Okay, you've got a box over here that's got a whole bunch of advanced fertilizer in it. There's no reason to hang on to that because we're making so much over there in your factory. There's no reason to hang on to it.
In this corner is the key stuff to starting.
Okay. These are the seeds and the portal sigils. Okay, cool. Alright, so chamomile powder and just chamomile, those two things, those don't need to be kept. We'll make that box green. Those are seeds.
I keep forgetting those color-coded boxes.
These are sigils, so we'll make them light blue. And yay, the light blue and the green, when you look at them next to each other, they are damn near the same color.
Yep. It also could be the lighting in here too.
Could be. But yeah, I mean, as we're storing stuff, we can just decide on a color that we're going with. So let's go with this. How about this? Let's create a system real quick. Stuff that is the raw materials. Okay, so like the box has got logs in it. The box has got the iron ore in it. The box has got the iron ore in it. Oh God, we got so much iron ore. But the stuff that'll go into either the sawmills or the grinders or the smelter, we'll color those. Let's make them black. That way we know those have got, raw materials. And yes, I still plan on buying every single plot of land on this game, just because I like the idea of the factory taking over the entire town. Wait. Okay, I see. That makes more sense now. Okay.
Hope I didn't take too much away.
Alright, let me take a look. As soon as I find a door. Upstairs.
Try not to take too much away, but I was trying to take enough away that
No, you're good. There's still more to remove.
I actually feel like I figured.
Sorry, I feel like I'm being more of a supervisor than a helper here.
Remove it all, so.
Oh yeah. Eventually it'll be all gone, but yeah, it's that whole stair-step tier. So once we remove the factory that's making the Saturns, I think? No, the Jupiters. Once we finish removing the factory making the Jupiters, then it'll be time to remove the factory making the vitality potions. Oh my God. Yeah, just throw away the box of vitality potions. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to... So many of them. Hey, I like the idea of having...
Are we still doing the purchase?
Are we still doing what? I wish...
Answer my own question.
Yeah, no, that stays.
The bandage order.
Yeah.
I know. I've got bandages in my inventory.
Okay. This here, you can kind of follow it. Basically, at this nursery right here, from this nursery over
Yep.
and down here, it can all go. Because that's where your dividing line is between these two factories. Yes, he did. He said get good. I even know a corruptor. Corruptor the Corruptor? No, that doesn't sound good. Alright, we got a little extra money.
Anything else need to be deleted?
What's that?
I think I got it all. All right.
Yep, you got that. And the next thing's gonna be that massive factory of berries and everything over there. Just remove it. I'm trying to keep the bare minimum of stuff that we need running at the moment. You know what? Hold on. Let me remove that. Give me a bank portal. Where's the bank portal at? Okay, I need to grab. No, I'm not going to pull it from our storage over in the warehouse because that will throw off our numbers. Because this is extra. Then we're going to come up here. Bank portal. There. Then put the small box here. Okay, but first we got to come over here. Tell it we're converting one at a time. And we're doing silver. Now, granted, I'm going to be throwing silver into the box, but what that does is it forces it to run the stack one coin at a time. So that gives a better split between everything. And that'll keep the salt running for now. Oh, this could be removed. I think we've... Oh, we're getting real close to getting into the major portion of removal. And then once we have it all removed, we're going to have to use whatever materials we've got and work on design. Now, we're not going to have any more basic furnaces. We're going to run everything with the big furnace. And
should we have all that stuff to make those?
we will. Just because we're going to get it from the stuff we're tearing down. But what I'm looking at is I'm looking at an interesting build concept here. Okay. It's going to be easier to visualize once I actually have the floor space to work with.
Well, is there anything on the first floor that can be torn out now besides the construction stuff?
Yeah,
We'll
there's
tear all that out too before we can actually start building.
oh yeah, well, I mean, we'll tear all that down final, because the cannons and everything's got to go. But once you come up and grab everything up here, still got this monstrosity to tear down, which is still running. It's almost finished chewing through all those logs.
My internet. Garbage.
Oh, did you get kicked out again?
The entire conversation was nothing but a stutter. No, I'm here. But the entire conversation you just said,
Yeah.
the only thing I heard is the logs are almost gone. Everything else was a stutter.
Oh. I didn't think I was stuttering.
Yeah. It's the internet.
Oh yeah, I see your connections. You definitely run around with a bit of lagginess. I was noticing that yesterday too. That you kind of teleported around.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, my internet's garbage. It doesn't help that we're getting another run of snow tonight.
Okay. Here's a question.
We got another 5 inches of snow today.
Here's a question. Are you streaming right now?
Yes.
Okay. So you gotta keep in mind that if you're streaming, you're splitting your internet's bandwidth. So you're trying to shove stuff out there at a specific data rate, but you're also uploading to me, because your upload to me is saying where your character's going. So right now with the weather, co-op streaming might not work well for you because of your internet bandwidth and because of the way your internet's acting on you. But that's going to be the challenge you're going to be running into, because you're splitting your bandwidth there. I'm not saying stop streaming. I'm just saying this could be a portion of it.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, because you've got to, you're trying to shove a fire hose into a garden pipe.
Yeah.
And then you're telling the garden
Ether connection. So
and then you're telling your garden pipe you want it to go 2 different directions. So
yeah, that should be the easy part. Cut a hole and call it done.
yeah, but then you leak. Yeah. Okay, it's only 8:30. Man, it feels a lot later. What's it still purchasing? From where? Showing purchasing costs for some items that I know I didn't purchase.
But for items that are purchased.
No, I'm trying to figure out why it's purchasing. Where is it getting them? Where is it getting the money from? Where'd you get the money? Alright, so then leave the bandages alone. They're good.
Yep.
But everything over on this side can go.
Okay.
What's really bad is I emptied this metal storage box, and it already has over 117 potions in it. Yeah, it's still got a couple more rotten logs still left on the line. So what I want to think about is this here. I've got the nursery plan figured out in my head. This is the next plan. The fuel. All this is needed.
Well, if we put this on one floor, pick a floor, we could use the iron that's being used down there for everything we need for building stuff.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to get some math here.
Alright. I'm gonna get up and get a cup real quick. Give me a second.
Okay. That's probably way too much money, but... Hey, Da Vinci. Why so much space? Because actually we're tearing everything down because my shop is too small. Because the shop's too small, we are working on tearing everything down. Then we're going to expand the shop across this entire floor because there's still a lot more goods to go when you look at the tree. I am currently at level 7, and I haven't bothered unlocking any of this other stuff because, well, number one, it costs money, and that just gives us more stuff to have to make. Move to West Virginia, there'll be more space. You're funny. I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, we're working on getting this process going. Yeah, we got to this point and started doing a few things, and then realized we need to adjust. Plus, we've gotten all these new things that we can use to actually make the factories run better, tighter, less space necessary. So we've got some ideas on how we're going to try laying this out. But first things first was get everything torn down so that we can get the new layout for downstairs built and get everything set up for moving materials around. Because we do have factories that we are not tearing down. It doesn't have to all be torn down, thankfully. Over here on this side, we've got this amazing factory that KrazyKat built that is producing tons of advanced fertilizer. And we're going to be using that to fuel our nursery. And that will keep us running steady for quite a while. In the meantime, I am still manually feeding this, just so that it keeps making these little objects here, and these little objects here then go into this and give us knowledge so that we can continue increasing the efficiency of our factory. I do like this game. I mean, it's still definitely early access, but very playable, very enjoyable. And let me do this real quick. I don't have any mods in chat tonight, apparently. And do this one. Oh, that needs to be fixed. That command looks like crap. I gotta fix that. Well, but I like all your streams of Da Vinci, so I love singing your praises, and you know, heck, you're one of the people that helped get me started in doing the streaming. So I absolutely love giving you a shout out. Grant, I did learn some stuff from Chiselchip recently. He talked to me off stream. Yeah, he and I were having a conversation, and I learned about some of the stuff about where things go when you get a little bit farther into your YouTube subscriptions and your channel growth and everything. And so it's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I learned a little bit about the shout-outs as you get bigger. Okay, we have just about cleared out all this. Okay, we're going to remove this. I don't know what's in those boxes. Hold on. I don't know why there's two of these. We'll leave this alone. Oh, I see why there's two of them. Okay. Where's it going? It's going there. That's not going anywhere. Okay. Remove all that. Trying not to delete the floor. Because when you delete the floor, it deletes everything. And it makes a mess. Okay, that stays there. Right, all that can go. Where are you going? You're going nowhere. All right. Wait. That is going somewhere. What is that? Oh, but there's nothing coming to it. Okay. Alright. Which means this. Oh, that was almost a mistake. Welcome back. How have you been doing, Da Vinci? You know, I get to catch you on stream every once in a while, but I know that you're. Sometimes your chat's racing by so fast it's hard to keep up with everybody talking there. Take all. Yeah, we'll see how my job situation plays out, but I'm actually hoping to make my way up into your neck of the woods here at some point in time this year. So if I do make it up there, I'll be shooting you and Ghoulie a DM, letting y'all know that I'm in town, and maybe we can go out and grab dinner or something. That's doing that. Alright, that's got the final bit of that. Which this is going there. That's making that. That's going there. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I took care of it. Now these I've been leaving because I see these are the boxes you had set for shipping stuff out. So yeah, the next big one to get.
You want to find?
So next big one to get rid of is this.
Downstairs. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get rid of those logs at least. It's gonna take a while for those logs.
How many logs does it have? Oh, we're gonna wait for it to get rid of all 3 of the rotten logs.
Unless you just want me to say do it.
Yeah, we'll just. I went ahead and removed the rotten logs. That way, that can just go. There's a lot of people living there. There is. But I know of 2 people along with some employees. Yeah, and those 2 people would be you and Ghoulie. Although I imagine you 2 don't live too close to each other. So I'll be on the southern end of the state down in Indianapolis.
You'd be about 3 hours from me, or less.
Right? Yeah, I know it's a big state. I mean, it's not Texas big, but it's still a big state. I mean, when I had to drive up to Winamac with my wife and her family, you know, I got all excited and everything 'cause the only rental vehicle that was available was a PT Cruiser. That is an awful vehicle, especially for a long trip. I despise that car. But you know, I was like, ooh, Indianapolis. All right, cool. We should be close. And then I realized, oh no, I still got like another 4 hours to go. So yeah, that was a long drive. Okay. Well, we are getting really, really close to having finished our teardown. Then it'll be a matter of getting the bricks and the wood and everything and start designing the floor and then getting the beams in place. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to look for the exact spot where the beam needs to go, KrazyKat, for structural stability. I'm going to do beams in a way that it'll provide the structural stability, but it'll also provide a nice aesthetic.
Okay.
And it also means we're not going to have all these weird walls in our way. Which will be fantastic. Oh yeah. We're making plenty of blast powder now. I almost kind of want to... I'm going to do this.
Put that across the street.
Yeah, but what I'm going to do, because I'm actually making it here at the moment, I'm going to put down some blocks and put down an extra storage. Because my thought is we are going to use it when we get ready to start building. We're going to want to have as much of this available as possible so that we can prime the system. You know what I mean? Alright. So that's just going to fill this up. I'm looking at verticality, the beams that go straight up. Do I know how far across the beams actually go? You mean as far as support goes? Okay, so I'm talking pillars. I'm talking the verticality. They will go as far up as I want them to go. Now, as far as beams, they go side to side, the stretch beams. Unfortunately, they want to have support on either side of the beam. You cannot connect one beam to the other beam. And it's probably the biggest annoyance on the beams. For me at least. For instance, you look at you pull up your beam, and then we say, I'm going to change the beam. See if I can find a way to give a good example. All right. So we can change the shape, and we can make it extra long. But you can see that as soon as we bring it up, there's only certain places where it actually will work. Oh, okay. This is the longest beam you can get. You can have a beam that goes one floor piece plus 2 squares. That's the longest beam that they have. It goes all the way across, just like that. That is your biggest beam right there. Because as soon as you go to change shape, that goes back down to 3. Then you have your 5. Then you have your however many that is, and then that doubles. Like that. And yes, the cost for the dipper, the really long beams require a lot of iron. They're nothing but an iron beam. They look like I-beams. Yes and no. There's so much that you can actually do with your floor pieces and everything. And when I'm looking at what I'm going to do with the pillars will make it where if I need beams, it'll be an easily doable thing. In theory. Oh, it's gone. It disappeared. Hey, look, the shop's a convertible now. It's an open air market. Yeah, sadly, your shoppers, because what I had originally envisioned was to keep the shop this size and then have a second story for it, for additional, spots for inventory for the customers to come and get. The customers will not go upstairs. So you gotta run your shop all on this floor. And yes, if I had known that beforehand, this whole build would have been very different. So yes, those of you that are watching and are interested in playing the game, keep in mind that your customers will not go upstairs, and they will not go into other buildings either. So it has to be, they come in through this doorway, and it has to be inside of this building.
And they will not go through any doorways either, any other doorways.
So when designing your shop...
Still muted?
No, you're good. So when designing your shop, don't stick doorways in it unless you're trying to block people from getting into it. For instance, my path going through here, there will be a doorway right here going to this doorway. And the reason being is that this space here and here is all going to be logistics. That's all going to be conveyor. That's going to be how we're going to feed the shop. Yeah. You would need to have a way to designate shop and floor designated areas. But when I did this previously during the demo, I had people wandering all over my factory because I had little shop stands at every single one of my factories. So I just had my factory just filling its little shop stand, and it was starting to get really annoying because I'm sitting here trying to work and I'm trying to build, and there's a customer walking through my build area, and then it wouldn't build something, or it would tell me I couldn't build something because somebody was walking through it. But I did not know about the limitation of you can only have your shop on the bottom floor. So I see you've already kind of started working on the second floor piece. So one of the things I was going to do here, oh, never mind. You're good. You're good. So what I was thinking is that...
You mean leave windows to the...
Well, because I was going to have windows on... If we look at this as being a two-story thing, right? Two-story floor. have windows here on the bottom, but solid on the top. And then next floor, windows on the bottom, solid on the top. Oh, it's a hedgehog raid. Welcome, raiders. Oh, we have a wanderer. How you doing, hedgehog? I'm playing a factory game that I don't think you've really touched yet.
He hasn't.
And he said it's too small. The factory's too small for him. Oh no, that may have been Tundra that said that. May have been Tundra that said the factory's too tiny. And I'm sitting going, I don't know. You start trying to play with these logistics and stuff, and it gets interesting. We are still tearing everything down. I need to go double check this. Okay, this has stopped because it's not getting any more salt. Okay. We will fix that. So I set up a box for money. Alright, put that in there. That'll get that going. That'll get us another point on our growth. Oh, Ghoulie! Thank you, Da Vinci. It's been an interesting day. I can't really call it good or bad. It's a day of questions.
A day.
Oh, I know, Ghoulie. You stay busy. I mean, but I appreciate you being here. It's just funny that, I commented to Da Vinci that, I didn't have any mods in chat. Then I went ahead and threw in the commands, and then I was talking about the fact that it looks like possibly here in the second quarter of the year that I might wind up in you and Da Vinci's area for work. And I was thinking, hey, that'd be cool if I could get with y'all and grab dinner or something. But then Da Vinci told me you live a lot farther away from him, because I was where I'm looking at winding up at is Indianapolis. So it might not be feasible. Okay, that removal's done.
4 hours away. So that is.
Oh, I will be in your area. I will not be in Da Vinci's area. I see. And yes, work. I love the Warcraft reference. That is awesome. All right. What to tear down next? What is this thing missing? This is not getting something. What were you supposed to be getting? You're going that way.
Stuff.
Where the heck was it pulling what it needed from?
Was it the red stuff?
I'm double checking to see what it was it wanted. Just pulling.
Because I know it was a red juice stuff that I tore apart. It was part of the thing you told me to tear off that was going downstairs.
It just wanted lime water. So it needs crushed limestone. We do have a lot of black powder. We might be able to work this with the black powder that we currently have. Actually,
I think that was the idea behind the black powder.
we didn't grow it enough. So yeah, we removed the ground limestone.
Well, there's plenty of limestone in storage if you want to grind some up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how I want to do it. So I'm trying to make sure we're prepped for once everything's torn down, that when we build, that we are in decent shape. How am I gonna do this? Oh, both indie but not close to each other. No, we did do a few quests, but now we're at the point that the stuff that the quests are asking for, it's asking for stuff that we're not even making. Which reminds me, I need to go and check. Oh yeah, we got 813 silver in there. Nice. Hey, I got enough to make a gold coin. I think. I don't know. It's 1,000. 1,000 silver, or 1,000 copper makes a silver. 100 silver makes a gold. Oh, I got lots of room. I got lots of gold coins that I can make. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, yeah, no, let's just rip the rest of it down. Let's just rip off the bandage. Oh, that's funny. I didn't think about that. Well, because you're standing next to the factory. I said rip off the bandage, and it's the bandage factory. I didn't think about it when I said that, but it's funny. Meantime, I need to go check over here. Because eventually this thing's going to completely choke until we get the money line running again. Oh yeah, we're just a hair away from it. Okay. Well, it's still got salt, but it's getting choked. Wait, how's it getting choked by that? Is there something... Is there something the sand's expecting that it's not getting? There's something... Yeah, there is. Okay. What are you not getting? You're not getting something. This wants charcoal powder. Let's pull it from there. Pull it from there. Let's pull it from there. Wait, let's pull it from there. That's interesting. Oh! I see what happened. We stopped using fertilizer. And so it choked the system over here. Okay. Well,
I believe it.
then it is what it is. Okay. Oh no, I wouldn't even put the beam there. I wouldn't bother putting in your flooring right now because we need to tear everything out. Like I said, rip out the bandage factory and everything, and then we'll start putting in our pillars downstairs. We're gonna rip out the walls to the shop area. Like I said, we're gonna rip it all out. And then we're going to put in the pillars so they look nice and go from there. I'll stand there.
Hey, since you don't want to do nothing, why don't you pick the bags up and haul them off to the storage room?
Man, I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I've been keeping your stuff running. All right.
Not my stuff. It's all yours.
Oh, no. That factory on the other building, that's all yours. Okay. And we've got... we got plenty of money to work with, so...
I got 194 in my possession.
I've got over 1,000.
Nice to you.
Between my pocket and what's sitting in the cash register. Alright, yeah, I think we got ourselves a plan.
See here, any bags on the floor? Yeah, over here. Grab.
Thank you, Ghoulie.
Grab.
And how have you been, Ghoulie?
Yeah, it's fertilized. I wish you could leave.
I hope things have been going well. Awesome. That's good to hear. All right, second floor is going to be greenhouse. Third floor I think I need to make this truly expandable. Third?
I saw a video, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a glitch when it comes to the floors.
Oh? Please enlighten
Let me
us.
see if I can show it.
Well, you can't show it because you're currently streaming. It's not something I can watch right now or anything like that.
No, I'm just gonna make sure I can still do it. No, I just got kicked.
Was
Hold
that you
on.
getting disconnected, or is that me getting the extra? Nope, that was you getting disconnected. Okay.
Yeah, it was me getting kicked.
See, that's what you get for trying to glitch through the floor. So what is it?
I wasn't glitching through the floor. Basically, you put a chandelier on the bottom of a floor, and
Yeah.
it becomes a floating piece of floor.
Interesting. So the chandelier provides support,
And
basically.
you can actually build off that. Yep.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to rely on that because the next update they'll probably fix it, and all of a sudden your whole factory will come down.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's not rely on that.
Alright, stream. I'm sorry, but this is gonna happen. Well, nobody showed up for my stream, so I'm just gonna kill my stream. Just eliminate that.
Chat, I do have KrazyKat's channel posted in my description, so if y'all get a chance.
I just shut it down.
Huh.
I just shut it down.
Still didn't hurt for them to swing by and maybe give you a sub. He's new to he is new to streaming, so trying to give a little support where I got support.
But yeah, basically, chandelier becomes a support piece,
That's interesting.
and that is how. But from what I understand, that is how you get across the main street.
Ah, okay. We're not gonna do that. We'll just use cannons.
I think the cannons wouldn't shoot far enough. I think that's why they were doing that.
Exactly. Yeah, we could do.
But
How am I going? That currently is a complicated question. The simple answer to it is stressed. That's the simple answer. Got a lot of stuff happening inside of work that are leaving lots of questions with no answers. So, oh, that's right. That's what I was looking at. That wanted limestone going into a distiller. That's too much work down here on the bottom floor when we're trying to destroy everything. I'm not going to bother with that.
this is staying here.
All right. So,
You need to figure out how you get to the second floor first.
no,
How you get into the second floor in this building?
with stairs. But,
So where?
oh, I'll show you. Let's go ahead and wreck everything in here. Let's just wreck everything we've got built here on the first floor. There's no reason to keep it anymore. We've wrecked everything else, so we can start. How's my inventory? Okay.
I'm not even caring about the inventory. I just throw it in bags and come along and just take the items I need and then delete the items that we don't need.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure I don't delete the actual floor piece.
Oh, that's how I delete most of it.
Yes, but now that I'm at
rebuild the floor piece.
but now that I'm at the bottom floor, I don't want to do that. I was in the middle of deleting this stuff. Oh. The piping stays. That's interesting.
Yes. Yes. Piping stays. And it's a nuisance to delete.
Yeah. I'll work on deleting the piping.
Because if you overshoot the piping, you click on the wall behind it.
Yep. Well, I gotta do each pipe piece one at a time, so I will work
If you drag
on.
and delete, you can. If you have a steady enough hand, you just hold the delete button and drag. It actually drags and deletes.
Too bad it doesn't highlight it for you. For you to see what it is that I'm highlighting.
Oh, yeah. I think they built the multiplayer a little too soon. I mean, I enjoy the fact that we can play together, but there's a lot of things that they should have done differently with multiplayer.
Well, there's some
Or at least
things.
implement.
Yeah, like I said, I'll work on the removal of the pipes if you work on the rest of it. Because pipes are gonna take a hot minute. Especially when it decides to change the day on us. Oh. I need to go close the shop. That way I don't have people complaining. Oh, because they keep on bringing in shop reputation and that kind of stuff. I mean, overall, I'm doing really well, Ghoulie. I mean, the kids had a fantastic weekend, I think. That they got to meet some voice actors for some of their favorite animes. They got to get some artwork done with some of their favorite anime characters. My middle child did really well with her gymnastics competition. And for all the hard work she put in, she she was not disappointed. And for me, that's the important part. She didn't get, first, second, third place, but she still got called up to the podium multiple times, and that makes her happy that she didn't get called up just for the final thing where it's basically a participation trophy. She does not like getting the participation trophy.
It doesn't.
I think I got rid of all the pipe work. I don't see anything still hanging out there. The fact that we have floating artifacts. This is interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, once we remove the actual shop walls, then I'll start putting down the pillars. Because I'm getting a layout in my head on how to make this look. I'm also counting. This is 1, 2, 3.
Well, for every
4,
2 you
5,
come
6.
out, you have to have a pillar holding in the corners.
Doesn't matter. I'm counting for artistic work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so the 7 is where the challenge is going to be. So there's walls. Oh no, wait. That's already got the. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, no, this works out. This should work out fairly nicely.
Damn it.
And it sounds like you just got disconnected.
I'm not even streaming anymore.
Three Jupiters. But it pays 180. Oh. Well, we're definitely not going to fulfill that request. Alright. So, Aquamarine is the one thing that is still loading up. Means we can get rid of all that. Oh! That one had you connect and disconnect almost instantly. That's not good. Bidding? Wait. What are y'all complaining about?
Something on your end?
Yeah,
I can't connect.
let me save the game real quick. Whoa! And just as I was trying to save, the game crashed. All right.
That sucks.
Okay. So we had a little crashy crash with the Unity. All right, Gully. Have a great night. We're going to load back up and see what that save did.
You working tomorrow?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, 9:27. Okay, yeah, so it did not say where I was at, so we're going to load most recent save, make it multiplayer. Wow. I'm all the way back to the point where I hadn't deleted the pipelines. Oh, the synchronizing data is taking longer this
I'm
time.
actually seeing a ping.
So,
I'm actually seeing a ping on my screen this time. I wasn't seeing a ping last time. That's scary. Oh man.
alright, I'm going to go back to deleting pipes.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's not your fault. Obviously, something got hung up on my system that time. But that means the next stream of this, hopefully, we'll be able to say demolition completed. Now it's time for the fresh build. Hey, I'm very much looking forward to the fresh build. Even though with the rebuild I still have artifacts sitting in the sky.
My ping's well over 1,000.
Jeez. But my upload speed looks really, really good on the stream, so I don't think
I'm
it's
transferring kilobytes, not megabytes.
I don't think it's my. I don't think it's my connection.
No, it's probably my connection.
Alright.
It's generally my connection.
Remove that. Confirm. Alright, demolished all of that. Confirm that. That has to say. All this can go. Okay, let's get all that removed. Now, these walls aren't holding anything up. And there's nothing coming in through the walls, so time to remove the shop walls. Alright. That's it. The shop's no longer getting loaded. Oh, we have bags that... Oh, because I was in the wrong... Oh. Okay. I can't pick up anything else. Alright. How do we do with our color coding over here? Okay. Store similar. Is there a store similar button? There is not. Okay.
If you hit the control button, the item that you put in there, anything that's in your inventory will go to that box. If that makes any sense.
Yep. Yep, gotcha. That's the sink off. Got it. Alright, the pulleys. I'm just gonna throw all those in the trash.
That's the one thing I haven't figured out how to do is throw an item all away. You gotta drag each individual item.
Yep, each stack.
What do you do with all those transformation potions? I've been storing them over here, but you've got like 10,000 of them.
No, just hang on to them. I'm sure we're gonna need them.
I am.
Let's see. You don't have a box for rotten logs yet, then? Either that or you didn't color code it.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't have any for rotten logs. Top row somewhere. I haven't gone through your box of stuff over here yet.
Got it. Okay. Aquamarine, that can get trashed. Sand, it can be trashed. Fertilizer can be trashed. Rope, we're gonna hang on to.
It's down over here on the bottom row, about fifth from the right.
Oh, no, I'm talking about what I've got in my inventory. I'm deciding what I'm keeping and getting rid of. Alright. I can work with that. Now we're going to tear out the rest of the shop too, here shortly, chat. But too bad this factory's just a hair too big. All right. Oh, we'll see. It drops you again. KrazyKat.
What's really sad, I was doing better streaming.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that is a lot of flax fiber. You know what? we're gonna ditch all the flax fiber. Wow. And now I've got all this sage. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure it lets me save.
You might want to save again.
Well, it was successful saving that time. Didn't crash trying to save.
Okay. I think the game's telling me I'm done.
Oh, you're just trying to take an early break. Oh, then I hear customers.
You might have forgot to shut the door since you saved. Oh, I'm in this time. Maybe.
Are you?
That's really funny. I loaded into the world and then it kicked me.
Yeah, I see customers that can't.
Yeah, oh, I think I'm done for the night.
Okay, it's saved. Huh. Oh, really, Empress? What is this person waiting on? Why can't I look inside the...
Yeah, it's mine. I'm only getting 4 megabits.
Oh no, this thing's... I don't know what's happening with these people. Oh, but the saving thing is still spinning in the upper left. That's not up. Yeah, I think I have found an issue.
Huh? I don't know why you haven't all of a sudden have an issue, but you have an issue on your game.
Yeah, but I get hung on the saving, even though I already saved. Alright, hold on, let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm not trusting what it's doing.
I'd load it as an unmultiplied multiplayer and save it there.
Alright, now load. Should be this one right here. Yep. Oh, okay. So the save's there. Now let's load this. And make sure we're not... Oh. Now they're spinning their stuff. Okay. Apparently that took care of the issue. You might be able to reconnect now, KrazyKat. It may have been a bad load on the save.
Alright, I'll give you a second. I'm lighting a cigarette.
Oh my goodness, he thinks he
And I'm
gets...
gonna take a dog potty.
He thinks he gets a smoke break after everything he's done. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I don't get a smoke break after everything I do tonight, then you know. I would hate to work for you in real life.
Man, he thinks he earned a smoke break. Oh my goodness. Even though, you know, I was smoking while I was watching him work. So, you know. No, the advantage of being in management, you know, I can go take a smoke break whenever I want to. Yeah, not really. No. I'll let this run for a second, chat, just to make sure we're not having any kind of additional weirdness. Hey, and you know, early access games, so it may have had some kind of thing. You know, when it had that Unity crash, it may have had some other issue going on. But hey, we've almost finished tearing it down. we're taking it to the point that we're almost starting from scratch. Oh, we do need to verify what materials the 2 factories that he built over there. We need to verify what materials they were pulling from what we were making. So we can get those going back to him other than just the money.
Alright, so you working now?
It looks like it is.
Scared me for a second, boss. Did you turn on his multiplayer?
Yeah. I set it straight to multiplayer.
That's just a second for my end to catch up. Just took my end a second to register it was playing.
Okay.
Alright, we'll try this twice. If it doesn't work in 2 tries, I'm not going to do it.
Join the game. And left the game.
Good
Wow.
try again.
I've got this running as smoothly as it's going to run. Hold on. Let me...
It's probably my end. It's my end. It's got to be my end. I'm only getting 5 megabytes total to play with.
Yeah, it touched right back out. Okay.
It's my end. I got 5 megabytes to play with all night.
And, oh. Interesting. When you do that, that's when it causes the cash register and everything to hang up.
Send a bug report.
Yeah, and then it gets stuck
You
in
got the
saving.
Yep.
Okay. All right, chat. I think all right, we're gonna pull up the screen, but honestly, with the week that I've got going on with work and everything, we got a lot of quote unquote important people at my location. Might not be a bad idea for me to go ahead and just call it a night. Yes, I have VIPs on site this week. Alright, so we've almost finished doing the teardown. So I'll make sure to rename the stream. Because this has been nothing but a teardown. And just a lot of talking and thinking about the logistics. Although, I want to make sure it's important to double check this. I want to make sure the game loads. I want to make sure the save didn't get corrupted. Okay, yeah, no. And then she, Okay. That is definitely a
You might want to put the save in a separate folder.
It's definitely a recreatable error. Well, the thing is that I can't tell the game to pull a save from somewhere else. It has its spot where the saves go, and that's it. But seeing that and seeing that it's recreatable, I'll send them a error report of what I'm seeing. But when I say it's recreatable,
Yes.
it will be very difficult to duplicate. Because it has to do with another person's bandwidth and not having enough bandwidth to be able to connect. So, all right, we have opened up the factory a bit. We have not finished removing everything. I was in the middle of trying to destroy everything in my inventory because there's so much stuff. You know what? I will clear out my inventory off stream. Y'all don't need to sit there and watch me just dump the stuff in the trash can.
I found where they have the save file at on your file.
Then again, I could do this. Could go build a box. Oh yeah, this is a great idea. All right, build a box. Okay, and then build lift, and then build a trash can like that. And then I can go control click and control click. And there we go. It just takes a little bit longer, but y'all don't have to sit there and watching me dump stuff out of my inventory. So that's one way to make that happen. I probably can Empress Run.
You know where we put our blueprints at? In the app data locals files?
Yep.
In the same folder, there's a save game section. You can pull that out and save that game.
Gotcha.
You can create backups of that.
Alright. But I think we're in good, and we're in a good spot here because, you know, at least I know KrazyKat and I both knew that tearing down this factory was going to be an epic task.
An all-strength thing.
We knew that it was going to take several hours to tear this thing down. I mean, yes, we could have just gone, all right, delete all the bottom walls and watch everything fall to the ground. And I think if we'd done that, because the game's built on Unity, I think the game would have choked on itself. Because of the amount of...
I think that's what it did. I think when I started deleting the floor, I think that's when it started happening.
So, and that's a Unity issue, not so much of a what's it called? It's not us issue, it's a them issue, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I
think there was too many entities and the computer couldn't keep up.
Yeah. So, alright, so next stream of this, guys, which, honestly, I think this game is probably going to get relegated to a once every 2 weeks game rather than every other week or every week game. I think this will be one of those that I'm going to relegate down to a every other week game. And then we'll play it and we'll have a good time with it on the nights we play. And then on the opposite weeks, we'll be playing something else. Because we got a lot of games on the docket. We got a lot of games that are sitting there still waiting for us to go and touch. This is a variety channel where we play a lot of different things. But mostly factory games or survival games. That's the two game styles that I really kind of lean towards. But I think for tonight we're gonna call it. Let me take a look. Let's see if anybody's on right now. I'm sure they are. It's only 10 o'clock. So surely we can find somebody to go say hi to. Let's see. Let's go say hi to... Oh, you know what? We're going to say hi to Casey. She's doing more of her build on Enshrouded. So, alright, chat. I will catch y'all on the next one. And KrazyKat, you'll stick around in Discord for a minute. Alright. Y'all have a great night, chat. I'll see you on the next one.
Dragged every monster through the pixel rain. Screams dim slow, but the heart stays loud. We stand together like a storm-born crowd. Not just viewers, now you're part of the crew. Every wind hits harder 'cause we roll with you. Ash in the air, bass thunder on beat. Another long night, but we don't retreat. Glow a drum beat slow when the next run calls and the world's collapsing.